Good afternoon. Thank you for staying until the last session. I know it's a bit tiring until now, but again, this is a workshop, so I will ask a lot of questions, and I hope it will be fun. My name is Ju Hee-bae. I'm a senior lecturer at the Information Technology Department, and at University of Skövde in Sweden. And I studied visualization. I didn't know anything about machine learning in the beginning, but in 2016, I went to Sweden to know how to combine machine learning with visualization so that we understand the models and the AI results better. It was not only for me, but for a lot of people who are worrying about the AI results. And we really wanted to understand what AI, what are the benefits and the limitations of AI. That would be some of the goal that I had initially. And I do research in visualization, visual analytics, and machine learning as well, and teach explainable AI. So this workshop, it's based on the course that I have to the master's student. So today's agenda, I hope I can finish the introduction part in 15 minutes because I realized in order to work with these exercises, I need to introduce how to understand these visualizations, and there is a learning curve. So I hope I can deliver all the messages within this minutes, and then we move on to the exercises. So at this point, let's make a pair of 2 or 3 people together. The group will identify the key influencing feature. It's in the visualizations. And if you have any questions, please ask me, so that this is more of an interactive session. So yeah, here I say weather or time of day. So these are some of the features that are important features for this data set. Participants will play a role as a bike rental company CEO. So you have the role playing here, and you will analyze one of the XAI approaches. XAI is explainable AI approaches. And it's called SHAP dependence plot. It's one of the plots that we use, and bike rental data is what we use today. Then we don't stop here because just understanding or analyzing the results, it's a bit meaningless. We want to propose marketing strategies as a CEO. It can be adjusting prices, optimizing bike availability, so it comes from your imagination in your group. And we will share these marketing strategies to the audience. And then after that, we would have some reflection time and marketing strategies from the students and their evaluation. So that would take an hour, I think. So now, the aim of this workshop is to promote more application questions rather than analysis type questions to the students. So analysis type questions could be, what are the 3 influencing factors in this result? But if you change the question to, as the CEO of a bike rental company, how would you use these results to make business decision? You have to think a bit of a higher level, what you want to achieve by solving the problem. So we acknowledge the importance of an interactive, problem-based learning experience through these XAI results using an approach called SHAP and apply it towards a business scenario. And as I mentioned before, AI and explainable AI, there is a learning curve. But I just want to encourage you, it's not so difficult. Once you learn how to interpret these results, you get to know how to use these in your courses. And I hope that is possible after this workshop. So it's a good opportunity to learn what XAI is about. And per group, we will discuss several marketing strategies and share your marketing strategies to the whole audience. But first, I see that explainable AI can be a new concept for some of you. So just want to briefly explain it. It refers to techniques that help humans understand how and why an AI system makes its decisions. And with this approach, we see the feature contributions. What are the most influencing factors that drives the prediction, higher or lower? It has the magnitude of the drive. So initially, we built a machine learning model, and the models would learn patterns from the data to make predictions. And then accuracy, we can measure the performance metrics over here, but even we get 88% accurate model, it doesn't mean much. So what we want to really do is understand why did this model make this decision. So the predictions we want to understand, and these are some visual examples that SHAP provides. But then, as mentioned before, we want to ask application questions, like what is the marketing strategy given these results? So that's something we will do today. Step 2 and step 3 is what we cover in this workshop. And the results are based on a 90% accurate model. And I want to emphasize it's not 100% accurate. So there is a flaw, 10%, that we have to keep in mind. And I will cover AI bias as well at the last part. So when you make these marketing strategies, think of the biases that might include in the results. Okay, why is explaining so important? Model transparency matters. And we want to understand why AI models make a prediction like that. And XAI shows which features drive the predictions and why. And this is one of the results. I will cover the explanation later on, but here just wanted to say this temp means temperature. So what we find from the results is that temperature influences the bike rental counts. And this sounds obvious actually, but if you have 10 different features at once and you haven't seen the result, you really don't know what would be the actual most influencing factor to the prediction. So this was what we found. And this SHAP is called a post-hoc approach because it explains models' predictions after training, helping us understand how a complex black box model works. And tools, there are many tools. We use SHAP here in this workshop, but there are LIME. Other approaches exist, but SHAP is one that we would use here. And it's very important to understand what the y-axis means. You see this pattern, and it's the likelihood of renting the bike in this case. And the y-axis, SHAP value, shows how much each feature pushes the prediction higher or lower. So you can interpret this as an impact towards the prediction. The higher the SHAP value, the greater each feature show positive impact on the prediction. So when we look at the positive impact here, we can see which range of temperature is affecting the prediction positively, right? It's the warmer degrees than the colder degrees. So that's something we can find from this. And each feature, like temperature, plays like a player contributing to the final outcome. And the red line here, it's a 0 baseline, which means that the feature has no influence on the prediction. Okay. The key pedagogical principles applied are peer teaching and social learning. Students explain concepts to each other in the lab, reinforcing their own understanding and deepening comprehension through the dialogue. So I took a picture in the lab session at an active learning classroom. There are multiple white boards and multiple screens that the group can share. So this activity in the lab, they would solve problem-based learning. And by addressing a realistic business challenge, students develop critical thinking and decision-making skills. And I find that students appreciate these labs a lot. And it's also situated learning, connecting AI concepts to an industrial use case, ensuring contextualized understanding and increasing knowledge retention. So I teach the master's level, and these students, they come to Sweden to get a job in Sweden. And most of the requirements from and expectation from the companies that I find, they have an AI model that they do not understand. And once the students say, I have worked with SHAP or Line, and I know which factors are influencing the business model or the AI results, then they immediately get hired. So they want to write down that they know how to use these explainable AI approaches and try to solve the problems that the companies have. And interestingly, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in Sweden, this semester, we had 2 students from Sweden, but then other students are from international countries. Many are from European countries, but 2 out of 44 are from Sweden. So that's the proportion that we have in the master's level. Again, I want to emphasize that asking application questions to the students is very important. But as I hear from the presenters yesterday, I think the group here, we're already applying this. So it's just a reminder for you guys, when you teach, let's not stop at knowledge questions or analysis questions, but let's move on to the application questions so that the students can think deeper and into a higher level. So instead of this kind of find the 3 factors, let's do a role play of a CEO. And if you are the CEO of a bike rental company, what is your marketing strategy? That would be the question. So reframe the question and invite the students to act on, given these XI results, how would you keep your business? So this is a question for you guys. So I will provide some visuals, and you would share your strategies. Yes, so building on yesterday's topics, this connects to role-playing and practical training. Students become performers, taking on roles and actively engaging in the learning process. So I thought yesterday, these are all connected topics that we are talking about, and it's very applicable in our courses. It's very important in data science that you understand your data set. So statistical analysis is also important, but we encourage the students to look into the data set. Every data point is very important. Understanding the outliers are also very important. So we briefly want to talk about this data set. So it's from Washington, D.C. for 2 years. And the features include the weather and seasonal information, and also the types of customers. So here we have the year, month, day, holiday, weekday, working day, weather, temperature, humidity, wind, and there are 2 types of customers, casual and registered customers. And when we add these 2 customers, there would be a total rental count, which is a target. So what we want to do with this AI model is to predict how many bike rental counts would there be in the next days. And there are 731 days. So the question, as the CEO of a bike rental company, how would you use these XAI results to make business decisions? And what is your marketing strategy? First 3 examples, I tried to pick the easier ones. We first start with the most influencing factor, temperature. And then we already found from many results that day of the week matters per customer type. And the good part with SHAP is that you can find the interactions of 2-3 different variables. And humidity and the year has an interaction, so we'll see that as well. And then we move on to the exercises. I prepared 4 different exercises: month, feeling temperature, temperature and working day, temperature and fall season, so that you can make up your marketing strategies. Let's start with the temperature case. So the chart below shows the SHAP results displaying how temperature influences the likelihood of bike rentals for, this case, casual customer. X-axis shows temperature, which is the feature that influences the prediction, and Y-axis shows the likelihood impact of this feature. So as we explained before, the warmer weather would drive the prediction higher. That's simple, right? Let's look at another customer type. What's the similarity here, or what's the difference?
There is not much difference.
Oh, there is not much difference. Is there any difference?
It's very with the registered, it's very compacted.
Compact, okay. What about the drops? For casual customers, it drops significantly after 30 degrees. But for registered, it seems like they wait until 33 degrees or so. So the slope itself, it's gradual as well. And the temperature, 5 to 10 degrees, we can see that the impact is a bit stronger than the registered. So small, very small differences, but yes, it's not so different. What's the marketing strategy here?
The casual to the registered.
Oh, it's your decision.
Enable more bikes to rent if the weather is good, or if the temperature is between 20 and 30 degrees. Offer less bikes, the temperature is below 20 or above 30.
Okay, so.
I'll change the price.
Oh, okay.
Change the price between. Pardon?
Good idea.
And change the price between when it's 5 to 10, 15. I'll just do something like
Reduce.
1 hour. No,
Free.
For one.
Okay, 2 for 1. Okay.
And I'll do the same for the.
Yes.
And there is the different type of bikes. Right. Like when there is minus
Oh, okay. Yes.
decreases, and then where is the higher decreases when the temperature is higher. So basically you can put out the different kind of bikes.
Okay. Oh, very nice.
Or you can offer also a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Free coffee.
A voucher for a cup of coffee.
Oh, yes. Yes, this is really nice. I think you will enjoy these figures. I think you now understand. This was an easy one, but let's move on to the next one. So actually, I want to emphasize, look at the SHAP values, because 0.4 indicates a stronger positive impact here. And minus 0.6 is a stronger negative impact. And you would see these values across multiple charts that we see here. And that I wanted to point out, but it was like a quiz for you guys. But anyway, that's a hint. Let's move on to the day of the week. The chart below show the SHAP results displaying how each day of the week impacts the likelihood of bike rentals for each customer type. And when we add these 2 types of customers, then we get the all total version. Yeah, I'll give you some time so that you can interpret, and then I will share the answer.
Yeah. Apparently the registered holders, the registered bikers use bikes to go to work.
Oh, yes.
While the others use it over casual for recreation.
Recreation over the
weekend.
weekends. That's very obvious, yes. Other things that you find? Yes.
I would estimate that there are more registered customers than casual customers, because the overall statistics clearly indicates the higher number of registers.
Yes, yes, that's a good observation. Anything else?
They have discount because if they are registered,
Yeah.
do they pay amount per month? So probably they have discount.
Yeah.
Then if to be casual, because you pay day by per day.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So actually, in the data set, that information is not provided. We kind of speculate that. And actually, the students' marketing strategy, it's based on that speculation. And that's a good speculation. So when we think of these marketing strategies for different days, then you would say that there should be different strategies for different types of customers. Yeah. And this one, I think we can pass because it repeats in the next level. So some of the marketing strategies, Monday only discounts, Sunday family rental packages, especially for the registered customers, they don't borrow bikes during the weekends.
You use the bike per complete week, you don't put the bike in once a month.
Yes, yes. So we can say, maybe we can speculate that these types of customers, they only use bikes for going to the office or their job. And maybe that's, so this one I wanted to point out. So what is the issue here? This is about comparing visualizations.
Different scale, right?
Different scale. There's a scaling issue. And these plots are just provided by the visual tools, and students just use them and compare them, but it's misleading. What we really should do is align the baselines. And now we have the fact. When we compare the three visualizations now, what's the difference comparing to the previous version? What? What's the magnitude of the impact, the likelihood of the predictions?
As well, when those are at the weekend is more higher than anything.
So we can see that casual customers are very much impacted by the day of the week. Registered customers, when we look at the SHAP value, it's not that much compared to the casual customers. So from aligning the scales, it's very important when you make your marketing strategies as well. So match the scales when comparing. Your marketing strategy needs to be based on the facts, and casual customers are highly influenced by the week. And the total customers pattern on day of week follows the registered customers, not the casual customers. And your speculation, it is correct when we do the exploratory analysis. There are more registered customers in this data set. And that connects to AI bias. How much data are we really balancing the data set to make a conclusion? So that's also very important to think about. Yes? The last example, this chart is an interaction of humidity and year. So on the x-axis is the humidity, and the other feature, year information, is encoded in color. So red represents 2012, and this data set for blue, it's 2011. And it shows the SHAP results displaying how humidity for a certain year influences the likelihood of bike rentals for each customer type. Now, take a moment to see the difference. Any similarities? What is the most what do you see here in this chart? Is it a bit difficult?
I don't.
Yes, so the blue means years other than 2012, which means 2011. The red means year 2012. That's the information. But on the x-axis, the humidity, it ranges from 0 to 100. And the 0 baseline means there's no influence of this feature. But when it goes to the interaction value 0.04, it means there is a moderate interaction of the year information and humidity. So something is happening between humidity 80 to 100. When it's too humid, what is the difference between the customer's behavior?
The customers are bothered by
Can you repeat that?
the registered customers seem to be bothered by humidity.
Eh,
They rent the bike.
yes. They don't, they're not influenced by humidity. Yes. Registered customers are not influenced by humidity. But on the other hand, what about the casual customers?
They say it's too humid. If humidity is above 80%, they don't want to bike anymore.
Huh? For both years?
Yeah, it's strange. One year it's going up, the other year it's going down.
Yes. So the result here shows in 2012, actually, although it was very humid, it was humid. So the likelihood of renting a bike was low. So that's kind of expected, right? When it's humid, do you want to rent a bike? You do? No.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
Casual customers, if they go to a special place, they take the bike, they use it, and they can leave it anywhere, or they have to give it back.
Oh, I think
Because if I'm registered,
Mm.
and what about registered? Do I have to go somewhere to take the bike, or I can keep it at my place
Mm.
because I'm registered?
Mm.
Because if it's high humidity,
Yes.
but I can keep it at my place. 2 days ago, I can come to your office, pay the bike, high humidity, and keep it at home, but you're going to register me as a person who is using the bike, but actually the bike is in my basement. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So this is my question. What are the characteristics of casual and registered? How do they use the bikes?
Yes. So this is a question for Washington, D.C. This bike rental system, how do they operate this? And that information is not in the data set, actually. So I have no idea, but we can see that one particular year when it was humid, even though it was humid, casual customers would use it. And actually, it's not only humidity, we have to check other weather factors here together so that we understand what happened in this year.
And how does these years are different? Is it like in 2012 there was a little bit humidity, and if 2011 it was raining all year,
Yes.
so people just have to ride the bike.
Exactly.
If it's raining.
Exactly. So it gives a clue whether to dig into the data set further and explore the data set so that we understand the full picture of what happened in these years. Okay, I think we are ready. The interaction plots are a bit challenging, but one feature is on the x-axis and the other feature is encoded in colors.
So one more question. What was your explanation now that in the other year the use of bugs increased, although it's very humid?
So what is the difference between here and here?
What's the explanation for this strange behavior?
Yeah, actually, I have to dig into the other factors as well. Right now, I only have this result, but that's more of a question, advanced question to the students, I think. It's like an open question for the students. Find out what is the difference between these years of find 3-way interactions, 4-way interactions of different weather factors. That can be a question.
So you don't have a real explanation right now?
No. Yeah, but I can give you a hint. Right now, I didn't prepare a plot for this, but it's not only the humidity and other weather factors, it's also interaction with working days, weekdays, and other characteristics of this year. Okay, I think we can move on. And this 0.04 is a moderate interaction, just to give you a hint. Let's start with the exercises. Yes, we might not have enough time, but if you're done, let me know. So we just share the marketing strategies and then we can move on. So the question here is about the month. Which month show higher likelihood to rent a bicycle per customer type? And the marketing strategy.
Is this Sweden?
This is Washington, D.C. rental, yes. It's a public data set, so everyone uses.
So this is our exercise now.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Please group into 3, maybe 2 or 3, and then.
What month? Which
Where do you see the weather from the 2012? What month?
Yes.
So January to December, so like.
Yes, yes.
And I'm recording for it.
Okay, usually much higher as this one. I would have to say
Yes, so it's more. Yes.
We need to focus.
especially on bridges.
We need to track all these goals.
It is.
We couldn't, over there between January and May.
It's not just the weather, it's also the center of the tour.
They still go in.
Yes, yes, because the line is longer on March, the line was on kuukauden, because it's on one
Which
month.
month or which months? Which month or which month?
Yeah, with months. But actually, you can include the answer of this question, but the main target is what's your strategy? What's your marketing strategy?
Okay, if we look at the personal customers,
The second
they are renting days.
So säähän säähän se varmaan.
Now, of course, you could do some.
Niin sit lomaan jälkeen, kun sitten
In autumn, and in Rimo. No, yes, spring and spring.
also the registered bikers.
And then
Two more also.
But what's the strategy?
Joo, panostettu alkuvuoteen ja could be. Focus marketing and I don't know.
But
On
you know, and correct the heart, those who might have enough bikes. We have enough bikes, those first.
Get the books from the new customers. Because We know
Yeah.
So,
Not and we don't know what all the register about their leaving or
Or if you start buying bugs in the beginning of the year.
So
But I would like to.
act as a CEO. You need to make a decision. And there's a justification of your decisions.
Also, some because they like they
Different patterns.
still renting.
Yes.
Now the proportion of regular we didn't rent,
Yeah.
proportion of people who registered and casual were
Yeah. Yeah, October, this one, yeah. Yeah, October is the highest for the register. For the register customers, October is,
because already
yeah.
Yes, probably. Or no.
Okay, I think we should move on. If there's anyone, any group who would like to share the marketing strategy.
Yes.
Oh, okay, let's go one by one then.
Clearly, the beginning of the year is difficult. If
Yes.
you think about the whole,
Yes.
whole year
Ah.
and selling the bikes.
Hmm.
So we want to appeal to people emotionally, like start a healthier year. And
Ah.
we'll have a Christmas campaign
Ah.
selling vouchers.
Okay, good one. Yes, vouchers. That's a very common thing that students write as well. Yes, that's good. Yes?
Of course, for the two different kind of customers, you have different strategies. For the registered ones, I would actually split the registration in months.
Uh-huh.
So,
Okay.
well, if you register for the first 3 months of the year,
Ah.
you'll get
Yes.
either,
Discount.
discount or something. And then I would not, I would also just provide only annual. So it's going to be only either an annual registration or
Chunks. Okay.
something like rent a car, you know, during the
Ah.
summer, if you visit
Yeah.
foreign countries, renting a car is much more expensive. Can we offer for different seasons, different types of tires for the bike?
Yeah, I mean, you are the CEO, so you decide. But the cost.
Thank you, I'm not cyclist, but
Yes.
you know, there are different profiles and wide and
Yes. Yes.
it's the same like cars. We have summer and winter type of
You,
products.
but also, I want to mention, when you offer vouchers or when you do these things, you are the CEO, so you have to think about the cost of that as well. Yeah. And the last group, or anyone?
Buying more bikes in the middle of the year. I mean, the registered customers are dominating, so we look so much on the casual ones. And it's obvious that in the second half of the year, the registered customers need more bikes.
Yes.
Buy more bikes in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
But you have too many bikes at the end of the year, then so sell some of them to the public of older bikes.
Flexible. Okay. Yes.
I know an idea, it's not an idea, but it works in Canada. And it is about fun on bike, something like that. Some adult people or people who have some physical problems or just for fun, they have walks in the park.
Okay.
So
That can be applied here.
they cannot ride a bicycle, they can rent it and they just sit and somebody else is riding. So we can So this way we can increase the number of casual customers.
Okay, yeah, that's an idea.
Going to check.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Any other?
Yes, all of that
Not because now they might
is that make big sale in the springtime, yes?
Wait, so you are the CEO, so the okay.
We are doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
And also, we are making a big sale on winter time.
Oh,
And then we lift up the prices, of course, on spring.
okay.
And autumn. And we are trying to get the new customers in summer.
Ah,
Several strategies.
okay.
Invest in tandem bikes and all these very fun things to
Mm,
encourage also families.
Mm,
Like the
family packages.
Pizza, I don't know if you know English.
Mm.
The Dutch bikes. Those bikes where you have like
Yeah.
the ball for you to jerk.
Yes. Mm.
That's not possible.
Mhm. Okay. I think this is more diverse than the students' marketing strategy, definitely. But as we see for the casual, it's March that they use a lot during the springtime. But in the March, for the registered customers, it's not that many. So there is a big difference in the likelihood of the patterns. Yes, and also like September and October, registered customers, they use it very often. Okay, let's move on to the second one. Yeah, I hope this time it's a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this type of question, which customer type is more influenced, it's just to help you to decide your strategy. So you don't have to answer it, but it's just a hint. Your marketing strategy is more important, and why you have this marketing strategy. Yes. So x-axis is the feeling temperature, and red dots are the working days, and the two different customer types.
Working day and non-working day. Okay.
Well, yeah, working day are the red dots, and there's a clear interaction.
For example, one is the
Is it a bit more difficult, or?
No, it takes a little bit more time. That's all. The way you constantly feel all the way, you get done.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but actually, your explanation about they're using it every time, rather, this chart shows that registered customers are not affected by feeling temperature. Oh, it's done, or lesser discussion? Oh, okay. Would you like to share first?
Well, if they don't want to ride a bike on working days, they are afraid of getting sweaty and getting bad hair.
Okay.
So increasing the number of e-bikes because it's not so.
Okay.
Or just concentrate my strategy not on the day of the week, but on the temperature. Yeah, because
Yeah, it's your decision. Yes.
Can you do something about the forecast?
Oh, yes. There was actually, yes.
This will, we can calculate some aspects or something out.
That is very interesting because students, what they suggest is, I would like to have real-time data of weather and adjust it to their application and then apply it to this system.
then when it gets hot, you can just immediately reduce the price.
Exactly, exactly.
And it just, so the price won't be static.
Exactly. So real-time strategies, yeah. That's what students are thinking about. Any other? Otherwise, we move on. Yeah? This is a strong interaction, and we can see that casual customers, during the non-working days, they rent the bikes a lot. But the working days, the temperature affects. Okay, it's a very similar one, but it's not a feeling temperature. It's just the temperature with the working days. I guess you might have a similar interpretation, but what do you find here in this chart? Yes, definitely the type of day, whether it's a working day or a non-working day, it affects the casual customers.
And then I, as a CEO, I've got to wonder whether or not, what percentage they represent to my business. So, you know, is it equal, or do I just say casual, come along when you want, and I'm really going to focus on the repeat customer, which is who I want in any business.
Exactly, exactly. So if the CEO decides, okay, I know that registered customers are a majority of my customers, and we know that temperature is not affecting the registered customers, then your strategy is based on that. So then this chart for the casual customers, it might not be so interesting anymore.
But you could reward the repeat loyalty of the registered customer.
Yes, it was a similar one. So let's move on to the last one. Actually, 0.1 was weaker. It's a weaker interaction than the previous one. Okay, the last exercise. It's the interaction between temperature, fall season, and customer type. So first is which customer type shows stronger interaction? Is it a stronger or weaker interaction? And what is the interaction between the temperature and the fall season? So the red dots are the fall season. The blue dots are all the other 3 seasons.
Maybe because, I don't know, maybe because there's more registered, there's a greater spread, where in casual, it's more concentrated because they're season operators anyway.
Yeah, in this case, temperature is not affecting the casual customers when the season comes in. So this is showing the interaction between the seasons and the temperature.
And I don't know if the graphs here lining up, but earlier on in the first graph, we also saw a peak in the registered fall.
Yes, exactly.
So there's something else at play in that fall.
Is there more wind or something?
Other weather factors, yes. Something is happening for the registered customers. So, yes?
Maybe they, in the fall season, they bring back kids from home.
Yeah.
And they have to change the patterns of learning.
Yes. Actually, sometimes when it's tricky to make a strategy, the students would provide, I need to dig into the additional data set. It's not in this data set, but they want to merge 2 different data sets so that they find out what the actual reason is. That can be another direction that students provide as an answer, actually. But any marketing strategy for this?
Make fun memes in the social media.
Social media, that's a good one. That's a popular answer, actually.
I imagine.
Okay. No other marketing strategies for. So it's definitely true that registered customers are influenced by the interaction of temperature and fall season. And as we have already discovered, it's between 10 to 18 degrees that the registered customers are renting the bike more during the fall season. But not when it's over 18 degrees. So something is happening. And a good speculation from one of the students is there are so many other activities in the fall season, they don't have to rent a bike, they're doing something else. So that's one of the speculations that one can make. And marketing strategies, I think this is a last question exercise. Yes?
I remember now Americans really like fall foliage. And then the colors still be, so you can do some tours already free of charge.
Nice. Yes.
The colors still.
Exactly. So link to the activities that is already done and make relationships with renting a bike. Yes. That's a good one. Yes. Okay. We don't have enough time, but let's share your reflections and what you have thought during this activity. And one question that I would like to ask is, now you know how to explain these visual XAI results. So what's your impression? What's your thought? If you can share it briefly and then share your thoughts, that would be really nice. Maybe 2 minutes or so. It is.
So I was wondering, where is the artificial intelligence in this?
Oh, so we built the model with AI. There are many methods, many algorithms, and that's the AI part. And then we are explaining that model. So we're opening up the black box to understand why is this model predicting this way with the 90% accuracy. So it's like discovering what's inside.
Maybe because sometimes of bikes. So maybe
Okay, I think we need to wrap up. So if you can share your thoughts very briefly. Who wants to start? Yes.
we think that maybe more data is necessary to get to a good conclusion. Show the temperature.
Yes.
And, but I think AI is producing much more data, and to come to a decision, conclusion, or strategy, or data is simply necessary. Or to explain certain phenomena, for example, the decrease in use of bikes, in cool temperatures.
That's a good point because, as I explained before, it's only 2 years. And making a prediction out of 2 years' data, it's nonsense, actually.
Not enough.
Yes, it's not enough. Any other reflections?
I was wondering if in the data set you had anything about like the transit system, because we said that there were most likely more registered
Yes,
customers.
yes.
Maybe they take the bike only to go to the metro or whatever. So was there anything about that in the data set?
So there's a big issue with data science where imbalanced data set is a big problem. So when we test these models, it should be balanced, actually. We need to solve this imbalance issue so that the model prediction, when we make XAI results, it's a fair observation. So that's something to consider as well. Yes. Yes?
I think that AI cannot predict that sometimes some unpredictable
Yeah, weather, yes.
like
Climate.
COVID or some natural disasters or something like that. So this is just in theory to predict what will happen.
Yes.
So I think that this is one of the main disadvantages.
Data science is based on previous data. So if there's something that did not happen in the previous, then it's new. Yeah. Yes.
A question maybe, did AI recommend a certain strategy?
I didn't ask. I didn't ask, actually. But one thing, I wanted to find out if the students use ChatGPT to create reports out of these visuals, and it's not possible until now. So the students have to work by themselves interpreting these visuals. So I haven't asked ChatGPT about it.
And is that because AI still is not able to be as creative as the human?
I think,
Very soon, probably.
I mean, if ChatGPT is trained on these visuals, I'm pretty sure it can make observations. But then when I tested it, it couldn't provide any answers. So the students have to make the report by themselves. So that's with this assignment. Okay. Yeah, if there's no more reflections, I actually have several more, but I'll go really quickly. So one finding we find here, registered customers show a likelihood of renting bikes during weekdays, while casual customers rent during the weekends. And marketing strategies, Monday-only discounts, Sunday family rental packages, subscription services, or discounts on certain days. Promote tourism-based campaigns, weekends, extend rental hours in peak months, and so on and so on. So the students' marketing strategy for casual customers, it's very focused on weather-sensitive seasons, weekend rides, and also try to convert them to registered users. But for the registered companies, it's very much focused towards companies, like bike drop points nearby, loyalty programs, local businesses, how to relate to local businesses. That was something, milestones, seasonal passes, long-term. Those are the strategies from the students. So based on the findings, or what we find, we want to emphasize to the students that AI bias are things that we have to consider. Because when the data collected for training a model is not representative of the broader population or scenarios, so there could be a sampling bias there. And we talked about the number of registered customers and the casual customers. Also, there are other biases like evaluation bias. If the test data set is not representing the entire population, then it can be a problem. And also, we saw the difference between the different types of customers. So this data set, when you have the total customers and provide just one model out of it, you are representing the registered customers' information. So it's really important to have different types of customers and try to find customized models within the data set so that you don't generalize everything. That's very important as well. That's something that students indicate as well. And with these labs, with these application questions, the students think that it's very beneficial to discuss all these. The labs are very important to understand the practical points. And we can openly discuss and collaborate with others. And as we share the marketing strategies, it's very insightful that you can come up with so many different, diverse strategies. So that's very interesting. And yeah, thanks for listening.